Hello, in this video we're going to walk through a typical day's use of AccommoTrack in the classroom to see just how simple and efficient it really is to use. So I'm a teacher, I walk into my classroom in the morning, I get everything ready, I open up my spreadsheets, all the different things I'm doing for the day, one of which is my AccommoTrack spreadsheet, and I go ahead and click up here and click on Open AccommoTrack Full Screen. I want to use this throughout the day, and it's going to go ahead and be the full screen instead of the smaller version. It's a little bit easier to work with this way. And I'm going to let it load up. And once it does, it's going to show me all of my kids in the last period that I left off on, which will probably be first period from the last time I was here. And now I'm ready to go. I'm ready for first period to come on in and get their stuff going. And as I work with my kids, I'm going to just go ahead and indicate real quick the types of things that I did with each of these students, everyone that has accommodations. I can also add a note. Let's say that Layla had her fidget tool, but it was a distraction. So I could just go here, advised parents that fidget tool was a distraction. There we go. So that note's going to be saved. I can also add a note to any student, even if they don't have an accommodation. So that note is saved. That note is also saved on the sheet, and I can retrieve that note whenever I need to. So I go ahead and I work throughout my day with all of the kids, and all of the kids in this period do all these different things. Maybe I realize that he didn't get preferential seating, so I can just uncheck that. So as I'm going through, as I'm working with all the students, I'm just clicking the types of accommodations that I know that they used or that I know that I applied to them or supplied it to them. And so I do that for first period. The second period rolls around. I go ahead and click the little second period button. This is going to load up second period. And what it does, it's going to have all these students. And again, I have all of their accommodations very handy. Now maybe I want to be really efficient for this class. So instead of just having this where I scroll, I might just go ahead and sort so that I have all my accommodation users in one list. And I also might want to think, well, some kids have 50% extra time. I'll just go and search for 50. And then I know that this student right here, this one here, and this one here all have 50%. I'm going to go ahead and get those knocked out right there. So that search feature is really, really handy. And again, as I go through, working with my kids, swinging by my computer, maybe I'll do a little bit of this after class, but mainly I do this on the fly as I'm working. And so all the stuff gets done. And remember, every time I click, it's being saved on the sheet. I'm never going to actually access the sheet or type anything into the sheet, but every click, every note, everything that I do is always done there on the sheet. So I go ahead and do that. Now I can also take attendance this way. So if I click over on attendance, this is my second period class. So these students are all going to load up. They default to absent. I look around the room, make sure these kids are here. As I see them, I just click them off. Sometimes I have my scanner, which means I can just scan them and then they'll automatically scan here and then turn green here. So this is very handy, especially if I'm kind of getting behind and I need to just eyeball the class as I'm working. Then I can just check these students as I'm going and make sure that they're in. And then I make sure that I have my own record of attendance throughout the day. So as I go through these, that looks good. Then I realize, Naomi is here. I can just click it right here on this chart, and then that's going to turn green as well. So again, I do this, do all of my absences, do my accommodations. Then I'm going to have a meeting. Meeting's coming up during my conference. I need to have some reports for one of my students. So how do I do that? Meeting's in only 5 minutes. So I head over here, students in my first period class. So I click on first period. It's going to take a second here. There we go. Meetings for Kwame. So I'm going to go ahead and click on reports. There we go. It's already at first period. And then let's just do for the 13th. It really doesn't matter which date. I'd run that, and this is going to give me the class report. So everything I did for this particular class on this day. But I'm really interested in this one student, Kwame. So I'm just going to double click his name. I'm going to wait a second, and there we go. These are all of the accommodations that I did with him, all of the dates that I did these accommodations. I can go ahead and click print it up. I got 2.5 minutes left to get something to drink before I get into my meeting. I'm going to go through this process throughout the day. When I'm done, I just go home. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to save anything. I don't have to look for anything. I might do a couple final notes and things like that, things that I remember. But most of the things were done as I did them in class. And that saves me a lot of time and a lot of effort, especially when I have meetings for students like this, and I can go ahead and make sure that everything is done correctly. When I come in tomorrow, I'm going to get a prompt that's going to say, are you ready to start a new day? And when I click OK, that's going to make sure that everything's saved from yesterday, and it's going to reset all of my fields so that I'm fresh and ready to go for tomorrow. And that's how it works every day. And this way, I never have to worry about accommodations again. They are tracked almost seamlessly. I can account for everything that I do with every student every single day. And again, this frees me up to focus on what I do best, which is working with all of my students to ensure their success. I hope this video helps clarify how AccommoTrack can make you the teacher you want to be and make your students the students that they can be, because you can provide to them all of the accommodations that they deserve.